Whoa, 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 whoa. Zoom. Oh, we're dead.
Hello everyone, I am back with another king and pawn endgame study. Looking at this position, beginners and intermediates may be tricked into believing this position is easily won for the white pieces, but it is actually much trickier than it appears. There are many only and counterintuitive moves here that requires white and black to play precisely. Taking note of the position, we see that the black king is far away from the action while the white king is much closer. It is white to move and win. What move would you make here? King g1 is too slow of a move as it allows black enough time to get their king in the game, securing a draw. Here white's only move is king f2. A logical move preparing to attack black's h-pawn and escort his g-pawn to promotion. Here black has a brilliant only move response. Black knows they cannot win this game, so they play h4. The idea behind this move is quite remarkable. If white plays a move like king f3, white has already blundered their win. Black responds to kf3 with the brilliant h3. A vicious pawn sacrifice that leaves you in a draw no matter what. Capturing the pawn leads to a simple draw, as black's king will be in time to get in front of the h-pawn. As many of you know, a rook pawn is not enough to win a game. Black will block in the corner with no way of forcing it out. If white tries to keep their pawn on the g-file with g4 or g3, then black will have enough time to activate their king and obtain the opposition. White will have to spend time capturing the passed h-pawn, as allowing black a queen is just not an option. So instead of king f3, what must white play here? White must play the surprising and counterintuitive move, king g1, returning back to the first rank. Previously this move wasn't an option because black's pawn was on h5. Now that it is on h5, white has enough time to flank and attack the pawn. The game is still not over after king g1. Black plays h3 anyway, hoping for white to take with the pawn, allowing for previously discussed rook-pawn draw. White isn't that foolish but is still left with another only move to win. Here white must play g3. g4 with overextend you pawn, allowing for black to get his king in the game and guard the crucial g6, f6, and h6 squares with opposition. With g3 white will have enough time to get in front of his own pawn and obtain the opposition. Notice how having the pawn on g4 would have gotten in white's way, making white unable to obtain opposition. Finally white can go on autopilot and successfully convert this king and pawn endgame to the win they deserve. If you enjoyed today's endgame lesson, please consider subscribing for all kinds of fun and interesting chess content.